My wedding dress was also in the budget that was under $5,000. Like, we didn't even hit the $5,000 mark. My belly's hanging over my shirt, so I just threw on a little blazer turtleneck moment. I'm gonna be talking some wedding, and I sat here when I did my wedding invite video. Anyways, I am doing the video on like how to have a wedding under $5,000, so like a cheap wedding ideas, because shockingly enough, weddings range from like $25K to $30K, I think is the average wedding, so they go well beyond that. Even if I had that money, I could not spend that kind of money on one day. I know it's your wedding day and everyone sees it differently, but me, I see it as one amazing day either way, because you're getting married and you're becoming one with your husband. Sorry, I have avocado toast. I'm like waiting on Grant to get home from school, and it's like 7:10 and I'm like hungry, so I need something to hold me over. Anyways, so number one, let's talk about venues. Venues is the big price tag. That's like the number one biggest price tag for sure. I think you can easily spend, everyone's area is different, but in our area, $5,000 easy on the venue alone. So basically what it costed for my entire wedding, you can easily blow on the venue alone. So $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 easy on a venue. Like, that's not even hard to do. Something to keep in mind is like when looking at churches, they were all like over $1,000 to like $1,500. I said that weird. $1,500 for a church, which so be it, but since we're only going to be there for a 30-minute ceremony, I didn't want to spend that much money. And there's a church in our area that is absolutely beautiful. Like, the architecture in there is gorgeous, and I would have loved to get married there just because of how gorgeous it is. It just really would have set like a romantic, beautiful tone. But they were wanting $1,500 for it, and I was like, I can't do that for 30 minutes. That's a lot of money for 30 minutes of your life. Photographers and videographers, those are a huge price tag. Where we live, I'm just going to give you the prices of where we're at in Ohio, so it is a smaller town, so if you're in a bigger area, obviously all these price tags are going to be way more extravagant. But where we live, like, photographers range for like $3,000, I would say is like an average photographer rate, and or like a more nicer photographer rate. I don't know, I think $3,000 is pretty typical. Anyways, I know photographers charge $3,000. And so something that I recommend doing is looking out and finding photographers that are starting out, working up their portfolio, etc., and get them then while they're smaller. That is exactly what I did. I knew that I didn't want to work with someone who had already been in the business, because I just knew it wasn't in our price range. Like, I knew that off the bat. And I did want pretty pictures, and also people that have been doing photography, especially wedding photography, for so long. I think their style is not what I was looking for. It's just very like structured, robotic, and like they've done so many weddings, so it really like blends together. And I really like the like Instagram feel, like the warmth and like just like the real shots of like laughter and just like real shots. I don't know. And my wedding photographer, Eden, I love her to freaking death. She's such a sweetheart and an amazing person, and I just love also supporting. My lights are going whack right now. If it goes out, I'm gonna punch somebody. Let me try to turn this up. Hopefully that doesn't make it worse. But my wedding photographer, she's amazing. I love supporting just like women that are starting out in like a business project and stuff, and she's just like super talented. Anyways, she's worth way more than we paid for her. I literally found her when she was starting out, and now she charges like 3 times that or something, which she's worth that much, and she should be charging that much. So that's something I recommend, is like be someone's guinea pig and start out with them. And I knew just from the engagement shoot she did with us that she had an eye for it, she had a vision. I saw her equipment and I knew she knew how to edit. So, and I just connected with her. So you definitely want to connect with someone, but find someone starting out. Videography, I just got extremely lucky, and I won a giveaway. Honestly, I wasn't going to budget, and me even loving YouTube and stuff, I could not budget for a videographer because it gets very pricey. So the same thing, I won a giveaway, and they're like one of the best couple like ever. If photos are your number one, if venue is your number one, if DJ is your number one, if food is your number one, whatever your number one is, maybe splurge some more. But if photos aren't what you're thinking about, if you're caring about that much, then maybe that's the way to go. Wedding invites. I actually have a video of how I did my wedding invites. They can be so expensive. So wedding invites seriously add up a crazy amount. So what I did was I made my own. I will link the video up here. I'm sorry to be that person that does that, but I'm not sure which corner it's in. But I will link that video for you guys and definitely watch that. Table decor is something that really can add up after buying, like, okay, so say you have 200 people and then there's what, like 5 people per table or 6 people per table or whatever it is. Putting centerpieces on all those tables really add up, and just decorations in general for a wedding can super add up. Go around and find like greenery, like literally go to like Goodwill, go to stores like that and find just greenery pieces. You can do so much with them, even if it's like a ugly like picture of or like even if it's like an ugly centerpiece or something and there's some good greenery, take it. It's freaking cheap, and pick off the greenery pieces. Even the Dollar Tree, they have obviously a dollar like leaves and stuff, and I got a bunch of those from the Dollar Tree, Walmart even. You can do a lot with like cheaper things and just renovating things and like dolling them up, you know. And then like roses, go to the Dollar Tree, they do white roses. That's what I did. Once again, if you're wanting to go a cheap route, I know not everyone's game for that, but if you were to even go to Hobby Lobby, which once again still isn't some people's cup of tea, but if you were to go to Hobby Lobby, those roses would even add up just for centerpieces alone. My main centerpiece, I made even a video on this. I think I ended up not posting and I've deleted the footage now. I just went to, voila, the Dollar Tree and found dollar glass vases. Then I went onto Amazon. I bought like label maker and like labels, like big stickers basically, and that you can type on. And I typed out, like I went on like a little editor, or you even could go on Word, like any software that you could type on. And I put like table 18, and then I put every guest that's name is there, and I popped it on the vase like a logo, or like, I don't know, yeah, like a logo type thing. And it looked really like clean and just simple and like sleek. I really liked the way it looked. And then go ahead, fill it up with some water, put a tea light candle in there, and boom, it's a good start to the like the centerpiece. I'm gonna go check and see what my dog's doing because I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, you got just a toy? You knew Mama was coming to look at you. But yeah, just be creative and think of just cheaper ideas. Go to the Dollar Tree, look and see what they have.
Okay, we'll give me a good luck kiss. Oh. You're beautiful, you're hot, you're sexy. Oh. I love you.
My back hurts.
Stay gorgeous.
I love you. Oh, my back hurts. Okay, take 2 or 99.
Take 37. Action.
So food is another thing that really can rack up the prices. So if it's $10 a plate and 200 people, that's $2,000. A lot of freaking moolah. But something I've been liking lately is like unique foods. So like little sandwiches, and like make it just like little snacky foods, or like pizza bars, or like, I don't know, if you have like a breakfast theme or something. There's a lot of different cute ways you can go about it. I've never been to a wedding where I'm like, ooh, that was a great meal. Like, I feel like wedding food is just kind of in wedding food. So unless maybe you go to like weddings with like filleted steaks and stuff like that, but I've never been to one like that. All right, I had another issue with my camera. So take literally 100 out of 100. I'm kidding. But also I had to look at this footage like on my computer, because what just happened with my camera, and I hate this outfit now that I'm like actually seeing it. Like when I looked in the mirror and in my mind it looks good, but when I'm seeing it like on the computer, I really hate it. But I just do not even have, I just can't re-record this, okay? So let's go with it. If you don't like my outfit, trust me, I don't either. We're good. Let's keep moving. Okay, so food, be unique, like pizza bars. I love that idea, I really do. And then hair and makeup. Some brides do pay for their bridesmaids' hair and makeup, and some don't. I've done makeup for like several weddings, and I've seen it both ways. I don't know if it's just me and my friends. Barrett, baby, I love for you to eat, but right now just really isn't the best time. I feel like hair and makeup can so easily be done without like a professional doing it. I don't know, maybe you don't have anyone in your family, but I feel like someone in your family or like some friend has to be decent at doing makeup. But for me, like multiple of my bridesmaids were, so that worked out, and they just did each other's. And like hair, it also all comes down to personal style and preference, but I like a relaxed look. Like I like a sleek bun or like just soft curls or just like really simple things. So I think that's something really easy. Honestly, even if you're gonna have like a really extravagant, expensive wedding, it's just even an easy way to like cut on some wedding costs. Cake and dessert, cakes can be outrageously expensive. Especially if you're buying for everyone. We did a cake just for the cake cutting ceremony, which I didn't super even care about, but Grant's mom wanted to get us a cake and gift it to us, so we were like, okay, well, we would appreciate that. And it was beautiful, and I loved the cake we had. It was just a really pretty piece, but it was just like a wedding party cake just to have cut. We did donuts for the rest of our guests. What I was gonna do was I was just gonna go to Walmart and get like a round like plain white cake, just stick some flowers on the top because I like the simple look. If you go to someone who is like a wedding cake specialist, the title alone bumps up the price, but I literally was so okay with going to Walmart and getting a plain white cake because that's what I like, and like decorating it myself. Next is bar. So drinks is something so expensive if you're gonna have alcohol at your wedding. It is very, very, very expensive. So ask your venue about this for sure. Our venue, if we were gonna have alcohol at all, we had to use their bar and their bartenders. So that was paying for the bar, paying for the bartenders, that was leaving the tip, and that all you had to do. And then you could either have an open bar, which was gonna be like $2,000, like over $2,000, close to $3,000, I think. And that's just like outrageous to me. Like I can't do that. Like just for alcohol, I just can't do that. But if your venue does allow you to bring drinks from like outside and bring them in, that's like a great way to do it. It still is gonna cost adding it up, but something that's nice to do is like a complimentary drink for the guests, which we did end up doing that. My parents paid for that portion, and that's something that was amazing. Like, so I was so grateful for that, like for my guests. Even my parents bought wine and beer. We had a keg of beer, and when it was gone, it was gone. And it actually, I thought it was gonna be gone like in the very beginning, like for sure. It actually lasted the whole night. I literally still to this day don't know how, but it lasted the whole night. And just put it on the invite, they know ahead of time. Bars are just something that's either not needed at all, or like they're just very, very, very expensive. Open bars are very expensive. Lastly is a DJ. We actually did like splurge on it. Something that was important to myself is just having like a good DJ. If you didn't want to splurge on that, you could get on like make a playlist even or something, and then have speakers and like go that route. Like I've heard of that, and that could work, but something is like, what if something went wrong or the speakers didn't sound that good? DJs is like they have their lights and stuff, and it really like gives it a feel and like a party feel. And that's something that was really important to me, is I really wanted the reception to be fun. Like that's something I kept saying, is I just want people to be up and dancing. I want it to be fun. I don't want people to be standing around staring at each other like not doing anything at all. Wedding dresses is another thing. My wedding dress was also in the budget that was under $5,000. Like we didn't even hit the $5,000 mark. Grant's grandma was able to actually make my wedding dress. So I just went to Joann Fabrics and I found fabric that I liked, and I bought the fabric and like buttons, and it was like just $1,000, like just under $1,000. I have heard of like consignment shops that I feel like you could go and like find a wedding dress and then like go to someone, pay for someone to like tweak it a bit. I know some in my town, they're decent, they're like good, very good priced. So I feel like you could go to a refinement shop or something, find a good dress, or like not a good dress, but like a wedding dress for under $500, or even something online that they sell, and then just have it tweaked to you. I feel like that would be a good way to go about it. Bridesmaids dresses, I know that's not something that you would pay for as a bride, but to help your girls out, I got our bridesmaids dresses on Lulu's, and they were only 50 bucks. They were $49.99. I like the idea of not so like bridesmaidsy, like I went to a bridal shop and I got a bridesmaid's dress. Like, I don't like that. So like more chill, casual dresses I love for bridesmaids and for weddings, and you can find those for so cheap. So don't think like you have to go to all the wedding stores. And I just wanted to make everything like what as cheap as humanly possible as I could. And then our parents wanted to help us, and they wanted to gift us some money to help make our wedding day what it was. So I'm so thankful for that and what they did give us, because once again, $5,000 I'm saying is a cheaper wedding, but that is still $5,000. Like, that's still a lot of money for, once again, one day, not even 24 hours. So just enjoy your time. It does go by fast, and no matter what, if you're marrying the right person for the right reasons, then like it's gonna be like the best day ever. And at the end of the day, you're married, your husband and wife. I'm gonna go get in the shower because my back is killing me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me. I appreciate it so much. And I do have a vlog coming out very soon. I don't like this outfit either, so we all know. Okay, bye.